The Lord shared with us that from August until the end of the year is always going to be difficult for all of us because He's needing much sacrifice and much prayers, pleading for mercy against the many curses that are released by the witches and covens leading up to Halloween and even after Christmas. And man, is He right. Every year for the past few years has been such personal attacks, not only for me, but so many in the group, as many heart dwellers endured through various fiery trials at that time. Man, it's been rough. Jesus began, "My beloved, bitterness gets you nowhere. You must let it go. You must let go and rather cling to the cross. You don't wear it anymore." And as an aside, family, it's been really a rough time in every sense of the word. And here Jesus is talking about my cross given to me by Mother Claire when I took my vows. We all have the same cross and wear it with our habits. It's a sorrowful mother crucifix, where Mary is depicted next to Jesus on the cross holding Him. Really beautiful crucifix, and reminds me that, like Blessed Mother, that is my place. That I'm to be next to Jesus, but after taking off the habit since marriage, I would wear it here and there, but I don't wear it anymore. Jesus continued, "It would be good for you to wear your sorrowful mother cross at all times to remind you in the moments and days it gets hard to cling to it. Hold it. Kiss it to remind yourself that wherever I am, my servant is also." John 12:26. I'm on the cross, beloved. Look at me. Really look at me. I then saw Jesus on the cross gasping for air. His side is not only pierced but is shredded, left with hanging skin. His heart is exposed and still beating. He's full of wounds covered from head to toe in blood. Oh, my beloved, these are dire times, so dire and dark, and will continue to increase. I need you to keep your heart pure and clean. Clean for me, clean for others, those you minister to, and those who need my ministry through you. I've come to bring you peace, yet again. You must hold on to it for dear life, for the enemy of your soul is always seeking an entranceway with his arguments, vain imagination, and lies to steal from you again. I do want you to fast all this week from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. until the 4th. Fast and pray for all that I burden you with, for there's so much that is in need of prayer. And it's also in preparation for the community and the 2 souls I've entrusted to you. I need your clear thinking and focus for as much instructions and counsel I need to give you. Let's address what is burdening your heart first. Trust me. And if you're wobbly in your trust, my beloved, then trust my mother. Her intercession has brought you this far. She has been very faithful to come to your aid and answer your need. So begin writing down all that you want your beloved to do. To the smallest detail he misses, overlooks, or even dismisses, leave it with her. Write down what you want him to change, what you want him to see, and what you want him to do differently. And mark my words as you will mark them one by one being done by him because of her intercession. Don't take your fight before him again unless I lead you to. Take your complaints and frustration and prayer before my mother. That alone will increase your faith when you begin to see change, and again will testify and be a witness to the power of her intercession, in which you will counsel many couples to seek her out, to see change within their spouses that their own prayers and complaints cannot do. Be at peace and be very expectant for the reward that is coming your way, for the patient endurance in carrying various painful crosses in your marriage. This is the last leg stretch, my beloved. Endure, persevere with joy, knowing that I'm perfecting you, and this race with this fight is soon coming to an end, and you'll have the victory. But because Satan knows, he will throw all manner of things to cause you to be discouraged, give up in prayer, and worse, curse your marriage and your spouse in your heart before it's over. Do not give in, beloved, to temptation to speak and think negatively. Speak as it's already done, because it is. And every day continue to ask for the grace for you to see him as we do, beloved. In the difficult moments, hold your cross, kiss it, and thank me for being my companion on Calvary as we both endure suffering to bring in souls, one which is your beloved, back into the sheepfold. Secondly, that is my desire, that this soul I've made known to you should come to the mission house. There are many issues in her heart, but she is most yielded to my will and at a place of surrender. Prepare for her. Give her the necessary items needed to sustain her. She'll be a great blessing to this ministry and help Mother Caroline with the administration. I've given this green light to get the computers and anything necessary for ministry. I'm blessing your beloved now with provision to begin to provide for the mission. Let your number one prayers be for the land and the community to break the fortress Satan has erected with delay, sabotage, impediment, injustice, and confusion with the land disputes. Your beloved is right. There'll be much more land given to you all, but the one you have is the one I desire to begin building the city of God. Do not put this on the back burner. Although it seems delayed, let it be at the forefront of your minds and prayers as I form this prayer community. In time, your prayers will prepare the way for the stop order to be lifted, and in my timing, the work to be able to begin. I've brought this young man into your lives for a special reason. In your family, he's talking about a soul we met in Uganda at Pastor James Kowala's consecration camp. He happened not only to be from Ghana, but from the small town where the city Godland is. He's a farmer amongst everything, and when I got home, I could not take him from my mind. So I went to the Lord asking if he's called to help us, and I got Holy Spirit. And he's been such a blessing to Mother Caroline and Brother Robbie and all of us, truly. This was a divine connection. He carries a special place in my heart. Although he doesn't know it, I've seen all that he has suffered. The pain of betrayals, rejection, the struggles with negative cycles and patterns, and even negative thinking of himself because the many things that have been spoken over him. Yet he carries a smile for a man who has a troubled wife and marriage, not to lean into the bosom of another for comfort. Yet he carries a smile and a hand of service to all who need his help. He must let go of his excesses. It's hard for a man who has a troubled wife and marriage not to lean to the bosom of another for comfort. But that is Satan's tactic and an open door to stifle and hinder the breakthroughs I've planned for his life. There's witchcraft going on from the woman's mother and altars that need to be broken. I brought him here so that he would no longer have to fight alone. He too plays a major role within the city of God and my plans for revival in Ghana. It was a divine appointment to have you all meet in Mekasine, so you would help him carrying his burden, interceding on his behalf. Let him know I've seen his weariness, his sighs, the heaviness he's carried, and the temptation he's fallen into because of it. But he is to be my co-redeemer in the work of salvation of his wife. Many things she does out of impulse are not in control. There is much witchcraft manipulation. The open doors of sin is what has been used to hinder his blessing and steal from him time and time again. But things will begin to change. I'm doing something new and something's about to break. I want you and Mother Caroline to pray together for him with fervency about this marriage. Part of the fast is for him. There's a web of witchcraft that has tied them up and even tied up his hand so that he does not ever reach his full potential, but is hindered and taken quickly. There have been many jealous eyes on my son, even from childhood, because of what I've called him to be. Do not allow his past or even his upbringing to be a hindrance in his eyes in any way. Did I not raise Solomon as a child born from sin out of wedlock to be one of the most glorious, wealthiest, and wisest men that have ever lived? Time and time again, I use what the world sees as damage, crippled, and impediments all through history, turning stories around and rewriting them as testimonies. He has stayed, but now it's time to fight differently. It wouldn't be easy. There'd be much pushback and even different forms of retaliation at home because of prayers. But tell him to keep his eyes fixed on me. Something's about to break. And here I was kind of going back and forth on the Lord's words. Jesus said, why do you doubt my words to you? Sorry, Lord, please forgive me. Confidence again, faith in the words you speak to me. Keep your heart and mind open, beloved, to dreams, visions, and revelations that I will give you. You are in a battle, beloved. Do not stop praying. My beloved brides, many of you have become weary in prayer because rather than getting the answers and breakthrough you desire, you're seeing contradictions and the opposite take place. Don't you know I'm stretching your faith and growing you in hope, which produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character. I'm building the character of my brides to be like that of my own. I was completely surrendered to the will of the Father, humbled many times, even when I could not foresee the results of his instructions. I trusted his heart, and many times it wasn't until after the fact I began to see the plan that he had for different souls and different situations unfold. Remember, although being all God and all-knowing, I laid down my divinity and took on the complete form of humanity just without the stain of sin. And so I too had to grow in wisdom, knowledge, understanding of my Father's ways when I walked the earth. And that was all done through prayer. That is what I'm doing to you, my beloved brides. I'm growing you up in wisdom and stature and fortifying men, women, and children of character that I can use as my vessels unto honor in the last days. Do not give up. Press in. Seek me and pray, my beloved ones. Your prayers restrain much evil from taking place, that otherwise would bring destruction, derailment, and the unfortunate end to many destinies and many situations. And that was the end of Jesus' message. We thank the Lord for such a beautiful message, but we all receive the grace of prayer and supplication, the grace to keep it. We're also excited that we have a new soul about to join us at the mission house, but that means more provision, family. We always have enough just to get by, and now we need help We need help for the soul to get our passport, buy her ticket, get her room ready, and find a carpenter to make her bed and desk to get her work permit. Our donations we have now will not reach. So if you'd be willing to help us, family, with any amount of donations that will be used towards bringing this new addition to our family, we would so appreciate it. You can send donations to PayPal and to our GoFundMe. The links are in the description. God bless you until the next message.